Hi students, welcome to Order School e-learning classes. Our before class, the 10th class Social Studies 3rd chapter, session 1 completed. And in session 1, what we learned is session 1 topic is what is occupational structure, how many types of occupational structure, what is GDP, how to estimate GDP we learned. Today, the 10th class Social Studies 3rd chapter, session 2. The topic going on, changes in the important sectors. Changes in the important sectors. Here, agriculture sector, industrial sector, and the service sector. Three sectors is here. What changes will be changed in the three sectors now we see. The agriculture sector as the method of farming changed. As the method of farming changed and agriculture sector began to prosper. The agriculture sector completely changed and began to prosper. It produced much more food than before. As the agriculture sector changed, what is changes in agriculture sector? There are a tremendous change in agriculture sector. Why? Because scientific technology was implemented in agriculture sector. Scientific technology mean once upon a time the farming activities with help of bullock carts, flowing, this type of old methods. Now new methods and advanced scientific technology related to agriculture sector. For example, tractors, threshers, and combined harvesters, and so many agricultural inputs were introduced in our primary sector, I mean agriculture sector. That is the change. That's why the agriculture producing sectors began to prosper. It produced much more food than before. Much more food than before. Once upon a time, I mean our after independence period, they have to know therein HYV seeds, know therein green revolution. There is no HYV seeds. HYV seeds mean high yielding variety seeds. High yielding variety seeds is no there and irrigation facilities is no there. On that time, all farmers are depend upon rainfall or village tanks. But now, this scientific technology improved. Motor bore wells, motor pump sets, tube wells. There are a number of irrigation facilities provided to agriculture sector. Now, we produced much more food than before. That's why there is no food scarcity. In the food processing process, we are self-reliant. Yes or no? That's why the agriculture sector, the method was changed. The agriculture sector began to prosper It produced much more food than before. That is the change. The next one, industrial sector. You know industrial revolution. The before industrial revolution, they had man-made goods produced. They were time taken and expenditure is after industrial revolution. What is industrial revolution? The man-made goods replacement machine-made goods. New machines were introduced in factories. New machines were introduced in factories or industries. After that time, a new method of manufacturing introduced. There was a mass production by factories at much lower rates. These goods reached markets all over the world. Are you understood, children? Once I read, listen. A new method of manufacturing process were introduced. After there was a mass production. A mass production means a more production by factories to much lower rates. Reached to markets all over the world. Okay, children? The mass production in factories and before time, number of employment opportunities were provided or created. After this service sector, not produce goods directly, but they provide services to all people. This service sector do not provide in goods directly, but they provide service to all people, especially community, finance, trade, hotels. Community and the personal services. Community and social and personal services. For example, in a community consists of public administration, museum, media, defense, education, health, and different cultural activities. Activities also including in community is belongs to service sector. The next one, finance and insurance and real estate, consists of service of banks and savings of post offices and non-banking financial services and life insurance corporation services and brokers and real estate belongs to financial system also in service oriented. The next one, trade, hotels and transport systems, transport facilities, waterways, airways, roadways, railways. These infrastructure facilities, services provide to people. That was the change. Okay, children? The agriculture sector was changed, the industrial sector was changed, and service sector also changed. The agriculture sectors, there is no plenty of jobs in this sector. That's why some members shifted from agriculture sector to industrial sector. Industrial sector most dominant role than agriculture sector. Past 50 years, you observe service sector is important in our GDP. Here, two pie charts in the two financial years. You see, in two financial years, 1972 to 73 period and 2009 to 2010. These two financial years. Here, two pie charts. How many percentage of people depends on agriculture sector, industrial sector, and the service sector. Now we see here in 1972 to 73 period, 43% of people depend on agriculture. In 1972 to 73 financial year, 43% population depend on agriculture. In 2009 to 2010 financial year, only 17% population depend on agriculture. 72 period, 43% population depend on agriculture. 2009 to 10, 17% population depend on agriculture. What will change? You observe, children? What you notice? The agriculture sector share in our GDP fall down in drastically. Especially in agriculture sector fall down in drastically. Here, industrial sector, 1972 to 73 period, the industrial sector, 12% population depend on industries. 12% population. In 2009 to 10, 13% population were depend on industries. In 1972 to 73 period, only 12% population are depend on industries. You comparing to 2009 period, only 13% population. Here you see a small increase in our sharing of GDP. Did you notice, children? Next, the third one, service sector. Here, different service oriented occupations you see. Community, finance and trade and hotels and transport facilities. You know, these service oriented 8%, 15%, 22%. Here is 17%, 27%, 26%. A large share in our GDP, service sector. 75% population depend on service sector, and largest constant contribution is also sharing in our GDP, service sector only. Okay, children, you observe 1972 to 73 period to 2009 to 10 period. How many years? 37 years. During the 37 years period, the output of share in agriculture fall down drastically. The output of share in gross domestic product in our agriculture sector fall down drastically. What you observe? In 72 period, 43% population were depend on agriculture. In 2009, only 17%. The second sector, what is the change? The industrial sector, 72 period, 12% population depends on industries. Here, 2009 to 10, 13% population are depend on industries. What we notice, small increase in share of in our gross domestic product, industrial sector. A small increase, 12%, 30%, a small increase share on in our GDP. Are you understood, children? Next, the service sector. There is a tremendous output, tremendous increase in the share of the all service activities in our gross domestic product. A large share of gross domestic product, the credit goes to service sector. Here the dominant role service sector, then two sectors. Here the agriculture sector and the industrial sector and the service sector is there. The service sector most important in our contribution of GDP. Now we discuss employment, the working life in India. Employment in working life in India. Our gross domestic production related to our Indian workers. Our gross domestic production has close to relation with our country workers. Listen, according to the census of India, 1.2 billion persons in our country. 1.2 billion population in our country according to census of 2011 statistics wise. According to 2011 statistics wise, 1.2 billion population in our country. Out of 460 million people are workers. 400 million people are workers. It is very less number. Yes or no? Compared with our country population. Where is 1.2 billion population? Where is 460 million population workers? It is very less number compared with our country population. Yes or no? Remaining the agriculture sector and the industrial sector and the service sector. In agriculture sector, 60% population depend on agriculture and related activities. This share of GDP, gross domestic production, 1/6. 1/6% share in our GDP. So 1/6 means 20%. 1/6 means 20% income contribution of agriculture sector in our gross domestic product. The next one, industrial sector. Now I told the pie chart, 1972 period to 2009 period as 37 period of time. In industries, production increased in 9 times, the employment opportunities increased in 3 times. In the 37 period of time, the production increased in 9 times and employment opportunities increased in 3 times in industrial sector. Next, the service sector. This service sector production increased in 14 times. We compare to 1972 to 2009 to 2010. We compare to 2 financial years. Service sector production increased in 14 times. The employment opportunities increased in 5 times. The production increased in 14 times. The employment opportunities were increased in 5 times. These are industries and the service sector. The total contribution of income for our national gross domestic product 3 by 4. 3 by 4% means 75% income given to contribution of GDP. Here 60% population, very large number here, but there are employment opportunities very less number here. Why? Because it is a underemployed people and disguised employed people is here in agriculture sector. What is underemployed? What is disguised unemployment? I will continuation my lesson. I will tell. So the underemployment people or disguised unemployment people is here. That's why the 60% population depend on agriculture, but they get little amount of gross domestic product. Remaining 40% people and taken jobs in industries and the service sector. This service sector and the industrial sector, 75% of income contribution to our gross domestic product. Are you understood, children? Okay, children. Now I will give you assignment based on session 1 and session 2. This assignment based on session 1 and session 2. The first question is, what is occupational structure? The first question is, what is occupational structure? The second one, what is gross domestic product? What is gross domestic product? Third one, do you think the classification of economic activities into primary, secondary and service sectors is useful? Explain. Next, fourth one, how is the service sector different from other sectors? Illustrate with few examples. Last one, classify the following list of occupations under agriculture, industry and service sector. The last fifth question is, take to your textbook and page number 28. There is one table, classification of occupational structure. For example, tailor, street vendor, milk vendor is there. That's question. Okay, children.